this is what you want from Hollywood. If you are up in arms about what Hollywood is putting out right now, one, you're probably not looking hard enough. There is a Hollywood factor in this that I want to get into, but like, you're not going to go see this movie. Like, this movie, no one is talking about it right now. Drew, you probably heard it said, right, that Hollywood is just pumping out low quality CGI, they're like up the superhero genre right now, just kind of messy blockbusters that are not great storytelling. Right?
I have heard that.
And I would say there is that in Hollywood.
This is true.
But then I would say some people go so far as to say that's only what Hollywood is making.
Hollywood is exclusively not original.
And there is some truth to that, but I would say you aren't looking hard enough.
I agree. And I think it's frustrating in the sense of, like, you have a movie like Dead Man's Wire.
Yes.
Or even 28 years later, Bone Temple.
Yes.
Which is currently underperforming at the box office.
Yes.
So it's like...
Yeah. Very original stuff, right? Like, this is stuff that...
Yeah.
Like, this is what you want from Hollywood. If you are up in arms about what Hollywood is putting out right now, one, you're probably not looking hard enough. There is a Hollywood factor in this that I want to get into, but like, you're not going to go see this movie. Like, this movie, no one is talking about it right now. Dead Man's Wire, and same with Bone Temple. Like, Bone Temple was very original. If you want original Hollywood content, it exists. You just have to dig a little bit. But I would say what the Hollywood aspect is that they aren't promoting these movies as heavily as they are, you know, your superhero movies or Star Wars or whatever, right?
Do you think they're promoting Dead Man's Wire the same as Star Wars?
No, I'm saying they're not.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm saying they are not promoting these type of movies at like nearly at the same level, which, yes,
Right.
It costs money to promote. I understand. But like, they're kind of just only banking on the safe stuff right now.
And I think at the end of the day, it's like, yes, Hollywood... I do think Hollywood values creativity, despite all the flack that we give them. But at the end of the day, they are a business.
Yes.
So
and that is what's hard, yeah.
If the populace, us, if we don't go see the mid-budget original IP things...
Yes.
Then it's like, I understand from Hollywood's perspective, they're like, all right, well, we'll just make another Spider-Man that makes $1 billion.
Yeah, at a certain point, you got to break even, right? And so... I understand. I mean, even look at A24 recently. Like,
yeah,
most of their movies haven't broken even. Besides what Brinker, or no, I don't even think Bring Her Back did. It was Talk to Me and Marty Supreme broke even.
Yeah,
or like
Marty
made them
Supreme,
money, right?
Yeah.
And for the most part, like, their other stuff isn't really breaking even. So, like, is that sustainable for A24? I don't know. I don't know their balance sheet right now. But I am. Like, if we aren't going to go see these movies, we're kind of failing Hollywood, and we're going to get less of what we want if you don't go try to find what you want. So,
yeah, I agree.
What do you think about streaming's role in all this? Because I feel like you get some original stuff on streaming, but some of that stuff is direct to streaming at this point.
I know. Well, I think...
Which is weird.
I think streaming is hard because, A, we as the public don't know what movies are being watched, really.
Yeah.
Like, that's only a Netflix or an HBO thing that they can see.
And sometimes they say, like, what's trending, or
Right.
they say, but it's not the same.
I think, ultimately, movies just need to be cheaper. I think that's the solution to this problem. I think if we can get movies cheaper...
You're saying, like, making
to
movies?
make.
Yeah.
Then I think studios will feel more at peace to take some... creative swings, and then equally push them when it comes to marketing, which I think is kind of the issue. I think studios are taking creative swings, but then they're not really marketing them. I mean, like, how many Dead Man's Wire trailers have you seen?
Not a ton, like,
right?
And I think I saw the most either in theaters or on Instagram. Like, I don't think I saw any. I watched the national championship. There wasn't a single Dead Man's Wire trailer to my memory. You know?
Yeah.
So. I think that I think you're right. I don't know how we get Hollywood cheaper. I think a lot of it is I mean, when there's no market cap for an actor's price or VFX right now because all of it's expensive. And so I don't know how you get that price down.
I mean, like, why is RDJ getting paid, like, just the frick ton of money that he's getting paid to be in Doomsday?
Which, like...
And, like, I get it.
Good on him. Take your bag.
100%.
But, like, yes.
But I feel like at some point this has to stop, and an actor has to say, like, hey, yo, bro, I don't need $50 million to be in your movie.
I mean, isn't that what they do with Nolan? Now, I don't know how the Odyssey budget breaks down. But, like, surely they're all taking a pay cut to work on the Odyssey, right?
Yeah.
Or Oppenheimer. Like, that cast was more stacked than an Avengers movie, arguably.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it definitely wasn't as expensive. So, I don't know. I mean...
I think they ended below budget.
That's crazy.
And ahead of schedule.
That's crazy.
Which is just ridiculous.
That's insane. I mean, you could feel free to fact check us on some of that stuff.
I think that's shooting, too, not necessarily VFX, so I don't know.
But still, like... I mean, these guys got to be taking their pay cuts, right? So, at what point do you, the studio, say, hey, like, if you want to work on this movie, like, we aren't going to pay you as much, but it's because we believe in this project and we want to market it.
Right,
you know?
and I think, I would say 85% of actors would be okay with that.
Right. I mean,
like, if you actually care about the craft that you're making.
Yeah.
I'm not in a position to say because...
To a certain extent, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think there's also the aspect of it, like, you know, Disney has money. And so if you're going to leverage your name, image, likeness, acting ability to take your bag from Disney to be in a Marvel movie, like, I understand.
No, I totally understand.
So it's a weird thing right now. I don't know, but
like, I think a movie shouldn't have to make, like, $1 billion to break even.
Yeah, like that's what you're seeing with Avatar right now.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Yes. And it, like, you should be making $1 million or $1 billion, and it's an enormous success.
Right.
So, yeah, it's weird. Like, the fact that which I would argue we don't need 2 more Avatar movies, but the fact that we may not get 2 full-scale Avatar movies after this because Avatar 3 didn't make $2 billion is kind of wild
like
to
that,
me.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, so... I don't know. It's a weird... Let us know what you think. But welcome back to Soul My Line, a Fireside Film podcast. I'm Grant.
And I'm Drew.
And we are going to be talking about Dead Man's Wire today, which is a new movie by Gus Van Sant.
Yeah.
And starring Bill Skarsgård and Dacre Montgomery and Colin Domingo and Carrie Elways.
This cast is kind of stacked.
Which, you want to know a crazy thing?
What?
Princess Bride's my favorite movie, right?
Yeah.
I love Carrie Elways, right? I've watched him even in his dumb little roles in Psych, right?
Oh, shout out Psych. Great show.
And so I'm a big Carrie Elways guy. Like, you know, I like his stuff. Even Robin Hood Men in Tights is pretty funny. And
that movie is funny.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching this guy come on screen. He's like the chill cop or whatever. Yeah. And it takes me about 20 minutes.
It took me about half the movie.
I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Carrie Elways. It's probably mostly because he's a beard and not blonde hair.
Yeah.
I did not recognize him at all. So kind of crazy moment. I was like, that's insane. But he was great.
Yeah.
So hit me with what you liked, what you maybe didn't like about Dead Man's Wire. What did you actually go into this theater expecting?
I didn't have a ton of expectations. I mean, I saw this and I'm like, all right, directed by the same guy who did Good Will Hunting. One of my favorite movies of all time. I haven't seen a ton of other stuff that he's done.
He's made some good stuff. I mean, he's a pretty established director.
Yeah. But I knew that, and I knew this was Dacre Montgomery's acting debut since Stranger Things, because he took a little hiatus.
Wasn't he in Elvis, like, briefly?
I guess that's true. So Elvis,
like,
and then Stranger Things 4 for, like, half an episode.
Yeah, he's kind of... This is his biggest role since then, though. Definitely.
But super excited for that, just because as much as I hate to say this, I am a Stranger Things fan.
Yes. Check out our Stranger Things episodes right here if you're watching.
But then, like, I think the supporting cast is equally stacked. So I think I was just looking forward to the good performances, and I was not disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, I would completely agree. And I think something that this trailer kind of promised, and I would say the film delivered on, was the 70s aesthetic.
Yeah.
And that was, to me, one of the strongest parts of this movie, which we can dig into more. But I would say I didn't go in with a ton of expectations. I didn't know the story. I did zero research on the actual events. And I would say it's pretty cool that This was, or not cool. Obviously, this isn't good that this happened.
This is not a good
life.
thing that happened.
But it is cool that it is based on a true story. It's an interesting concept. So.
And I like that they showed the news.
Yes.
Like at the end of the movie of like the actual shots, and it was like shot for shot.
Yeah, yeah. It's
which
pretty
I think,
impressive.
I mean, it's just a nice attention to detail.
Yeah, and I'm curious, like, how much. I mean, I'm sure they did a lot of research, but who did they talk to know more about what actually went down and everything?
Yeah.
So it's interesting. So anything else? I mean, I want to talk about maybe specific performance that stuck out to you or the vibe before we dive into spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Was great. I mean, I don't think that whole family is
quality.
pretty great.
Yeah,
like
a little bit of nepo babies, but you know,
it's okay.
It is what it is.
But I think like he has played crazy before.
Yeah,
and I think he played a very balanced. Obviously, this is not a good thing, but he made the antagonist feel like a protagonist at some points, and I think him and Dacre had lots of tension when it came to who's right and who's wrong, which I think is hard to do.
Yeah, no, I would say that the script is well executed by Bill Skarsgård. Maybe it was just me. His accent or whatever voice he was doing was kind of maybe a little goofy at times, but
I can see that.
Also, like maybe he just did a lot of research on how the guy actually talked,
and
so that's how he was talking. I don't know, but. No, I did think he was great. I thought Dacre was great too.
I agree.
I definitely you empathize, sympathize, whatever with him, but then also he kind of looks like a douchey dude.
Yeah.
And they do a great job with the makeup and hair and stuff too. But
Al Pacino's in this movie.
He is like randomly,
which is it's wild.
For only like 2 minutes, but I don't know. You do want him to be out of the situation that he's in, but also you can tell that he's probably done some stupid things. So I don't know, it's well played.
Yeah, I mean, I think performances all around. Coleman Domingo,
just great.
His voice is freaking incredible.
It was just like right up here the whole time in the theater, and I loved it. It was great.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we get into spoilers?
Yeah. I mean, let's do it. I think some of the stuff that we need to talk about next is spoiler related. So if you haven't seen Dead Man's Wire and you are looking for a good movie to go see in theaters that isn't the Hollywood blockbuster, this is the movie for you.
Go see it.
It's a great watch. So, and if you're just now watching us later and it's on streaming, it's also a great watch. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's dig into something that I've wanted to talk about a little bit,
okay.
And you kind of touched on was the whole protagonist antagonist thing,
right?
Because I mean, Bill Skarsgård is, oh gosh, I forget his character's name, but he is the protagonist as the story structures it.
Yes.
To an extent. And Dacre Montgomery is sort of the antagonist, kind of.
Even though he's the victim.
At least at the start of the movie, right? That's kind of how it's framed. And then Bill Skarsgård takes this guy and holds him at shotgun point for the entire movie.
Yep.
And you aren't really rooting for Bill. But at the same time, you aren't really rooting for what Dacre Montgomery's character stands for either.
Right.
You just want him to be safe.
You just want him to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a weird thing because who is the protagonist is kind of where I was halfway through this movie. I was like, I don't really know fully who I'm rooting for because you kind of want Bill Skarsgård's character to get sort of what he wants, but he's just going about it the entire wrong way.
Right.
So,
I think I kind of disagree.
Okay.
I was on Dacre's side.
The whole movie?
Maybe not the whole movie, but at least the latter half. And I think...
Yeah, I mean, I do agree to an extent.
I mean, I think that Dacre and his family probably screwed Bill over.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's no right. You don't have a right to put a shotgun to a man's neck.
I'm not saying that at all.
No, I know.
No, I think you kind of want to root for the little guy, which is who Bill Skarsgård is. And I think that's what this movie touches on a lot of, like, you're just coughing up a storm right now.
I'm still a little sick, guys, so I apologize.
You kind of want to root for the little guy, but he's very much in the wrong in how he's doing this.
100%.
And I would say, 3/4 into the movie, when you're kind of getting into the resolution with this whole shotgun thing, I was firmly rooting for Dacre Montgomery's character.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
But then the film kind of jumps ahead to the court scene thing where he gets declared insane and doesn't go to prison. And that's like a huge win,
That was not what I expected at all.
Me neither, but I don't know, it was very interesting because then you kind of are like rooting for him in that moment too. It's weird. I don't know, what do you think of that?
I mean, I think the ending was super interesting. Not what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've talked about this before with like things that actually happened, but it's like my first instant thought was like, oh dang, like what is this movie trying to say about justice and all the things? But then I'm like, hold up, this is just like what happened.
Yeah. And it might be trying to get at like how the justice system can be broken, et cetera, et cetera. But then you spend most of the movie with Bill Skarsgård as the protagonist. So it's
I thought it was super interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really have much else to add. I would say go see this movie. I would say, again, the 70s aesthetic was great. I mean...
Aesthetic was great. I think cinematography was pretty good.
Yeah.
There were a couple cool shots.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they did a good job just of... I mean, it's kind of a small story overall.
Is a small story.
I think they did a good job of framing the two main characters and building tension from the filmmaking side of things. So
I completely agree.
Soundtrack was great. Can't really say much else there, but yeah. Do you want to go ahead and rank this movie on our ratings?
I would say go see it in theaters.
I would say do that too, but I'm not going to knock you if you watch it on streaming. It's kind of where I'll
We
land.
just gave a whole spiel at the beginning about how...
Well, here's the thing. Most people aren't going to go see this movie. So if you're just now watching it on streaming, like, at least you're watching it.
No,
maybe
yeah,
what
okay,
I'm getting
no,
at.
that's fair.
But I would
That's
say if you have the opportunity to go see this in theaters, go watch it in theaters.
Yeah.
So
I think if you watch this video today and you're not doing anything tonight,
yeah, it's great.
go watch it in theaters.
Yeah, if you have the opportunity, go for it. Yeah, anything else you want to add before we close this out? What we got coming up?
Well,
we're jumping back into TV.
We are jumping back into TV.
Kind of.
We got a little Game of Thrones action.
Well,
Knights of the Seven... Is that what it is? Knights of the Seven
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I have no context and have never seen a single thing ever.
This is very fun for me because I have seen all of Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, and I have read the first book of Game of Thrones. So I would say I'm a little more immersed.
A little
more immersed.
I would say
in
you
Westeros than you are. So we're going to be watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms as someone who has seen Game of Thrones and someone who hasn't seen Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be interesting.
I think it'll be fun.
And then we're also going to start watching Wonder Man.
Wonder Man,
I know,
new MCU show.
I know nothing about it.
I also know nothing about it.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got more stuff in the pipeline. So hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you think of Dead Man's Wire, or let us know if there's other stuff you want us to watch, which I know some people have been clamoring for. Welcome to Derry and some of these other shows. We're going to get around to it.
It's in the pipeline.
So
Don't worry.
just hit that subscribe button and be patient. That's all I'd say. But
hit the subscribe button and be patient.
Yeah. But we love you guys.
We do.
Take a break.
Enjoy a film.